So this is a pool survey, and this is what we want to focus on when we do a pool survey. Basically, liability exposure, safety for people. And the main part of that is going to be controlling the access to the pool. And that's going to be with the fences, gates, and self-closers. That's the main thing we're going to take a look at. Everything else is secondary to that. So we've arrived on site, and in this particular instance, they provided a passcode for the padlock, and we'll just proceed to the pool and start the survey right there. So now we're here, we're at the gate, and we're ready to get started on the survey. Oftentimes there's going to be pool users there, and I introduce myself and let them know that I'll be there for a little bit, taking some pictures, then I'll try to keep them out of the pictures and just get permission. I've never had any trouble getting the permission and moving through to do the survey. So as we said, the main features that we're going to be taking a look at is the protection, fences and gates. So right now we can see that this is padlocked, so that's an acceptable form of locking. It latches automatically, and it's high enough up so it's child safe, and it has the self-closing hinge. So this is the gate number 1. We will be checking later to see if there's another gate. I can't see a gate from where I am right here, but we can see that it's totally fenced in. So those are the two things, gate and fence, and that's going to control our access. That's our main point. So we'll be taking pictures of that, and that's next. And I'm going to get a picture of the close-up of the gate closer and get some overall views of the fence. So we've captured all the photos that we need that will demonstrate the protection of the fence and the gate closure. Again, it's really important to get a close-up of the gate closure and the lock. So the overview of the pool is important. You should orient yourself about the pool setup. Some of that's available on Google Earth when you take your shot down and you do your pre-work before you get here. But in looking at the pool, commercial grade, L-shaped swimming area, a deep end, and as we go around and look over here, there's a hot tub, and there's shade structures, and then the pool equipment is right here, surrounded by the common house and the other condo buildings. So basically that's the overview of the facility. All right, now that we've got the overview, let's capture the pictures of the overview. We can get the reverse side of the entrance, an overview of the pool and that fence. It covers the stepped-in entry. Over on this side, we'll get another fence shot and the ladder. And just by spinning around here, it continues the fence, shows a little bit of the pool equipment and the hot tub. So we captured those images. It's certainly advisable to take more pictures than you need rather than have less pictures when you get back to put your report together. So now let's take a look at the deck conditions. Here it's got a cool deck coating, and the condition is pretty good. It looks like it's been updated. There's been some inserts put in. And I've captured the deck conditions. There's no defects, so I'm not going to take any pictures of that. So the spa equipment here is a standard 6-person type spa with grab bars. It looks a little bit old, no defects. Take a quick picture of that. The emergency stop is right there, and the timer is right there. So that's just the overview of the spa. If there's kiddie equipment, slides, splash park, we would want to include that separately, cover it with photos, and put it in your report. So now we'll take a look at what is the safety equipment, what are the safety rules that are posted, and we can start right here. with the throw ring. We've got very limited pool rules here. Usually they're much more extensive. There's probably going to be a recommendation for that. And then we have a hook over here. There's no backboard or any first aid equipment, and there's no emergency phone that's present in the pool area or identified anywhere else. There may be a phone somewhere else, but it's not identified here, so if a person was a guest here, they may not know that it was there. So that's the overview of pool safety. So the upward facing depth markers, no diving signs, grab pictures of those and use those in the report, and that's what you need as far as depth markers go. All right, we've spent most of our time on one end of the pool, so what we're going to do is take a look around the whole pool, walk the perimeter, and see if there's anything that's out of eyesight or that we may have missed. So we'll take some picture of any of the equipment that's lying there. You can get in close-up of the fence. And that detail, like I said, you never have too many pictures. You don't have to use them all. And from here while I'm doing this, I can grab a couple more pictures from a different angle. And I'll get a picture of this sailcloth. Well, it's not part of the pool exposure. It's something that we can take a look at. And now we can see we have gate number 2. So we'll get an overview shot of that. And as we said, what we need to get are the pool locks, the gate locks, and the gate closes. That has double closer and a padlock entry like the other one. So that gives us a good overview, and that's probably going to be close to wrapping up what we need on this pool survey. Part of the pool survey is taking a look at what are the pool drains, because with the Graham-Baker Act there was a retrofit required for most commercial and even residential pools just for a safety feature. It's a rather important safety feature, and you can research the Graham-Baker Act for pools. So what we do is 2 things. One, get a picture of the drains as well as you can. The water's really clear right now, so I could get a good picture. Also, if you have the opportunity in your interview, ask your contact if they've done a retrofit and put that into your report, and that'll cover the drains. So now that we've familiarized ourselves with the pool, walked around, and as we were going around taking pictures, we were also capturing anything that looked like a defect or could be a defect or absolutely was a defect, because sometimes it's cumulative. You see one little thing and it's not a big issue. You see more and more and more, it becomes an issue. So some of the things that we saw here was a little bit lack of signage. There was no backboard. Over here, the chair is missing some straps. We're not sure that we're going to make those recommendations as a defect, but we're aware of them. We've captured the photos, and we can put those into the report as we write it up. All right, so we're done. We're just going to lock up. We've got all the information we need for a pool survey. Like we said, liability exposure, protecting the facility, fence, gate, and then everything else that goes with it. It's all in the pictures. Put it together into a report. A typical pool survey takes 5 to 10 minutes on site, 5 to 10 minutes in write-up, and then you're done.